needs to grow too much. It's a question of to involve everyone. To have all the governments of all the states investing more in grassroots, investing in facilities, investing in helping the federations of each state, helping the All Indian Football Federation as well, because the lack of good facilities and the lack of proper championship, a long championship when the players can develop the activity continuously is the essence to have a good grassroots project. And I think that is the main step the All Indian Federation and the Federation of each state has to do as soon as possible.
The VAR Show. The one place for your weekly football update.
So hello, a very warm welcome to the VAR Show, the show which talks about all the various major football leagues in detail. Today we are going to continue with interviews and we have Mr. Jose Hevia with us, who is the head coach of one of the most prestigious teams in the ILeague. So without wasting much time, I would like to first thank Jose for coming on the show. Thank you, Jose, and welcome to the show. And I would like to begin by asking you, how are you and what are you doing these days?
I'm okay at home, enjoying with my family, with my friends, and now trying to enjoy the last days before coming back to India in the next 2 days.
Of course, and you are currently in Spain, and you grew up there and you did your footballing education there, but you have been involved in India in various capacities with various teams for quite a while now. Why India?
Life, put on my way India 6 years ago. I wanted to take a step forward in my career as a coach. And I thought working abroad could help me to take that step. And because of Oscar Ruzon, the coach was working with Mumbai City, Mumbai and Sporting Goa. We got a common friend, and 6 years ago, as I told you, he was asking for Spanish coaches to go to India, and my curriculum was there in that moment, and I started a professional relationship with Varun Chopra and Raghav Saad from the sports company, and they bet for my curriculum, and from that moment we started so far a good career together in India. That's why.
Oscar is in Bangladesh. Will you go to Bangladesh next?
I don't know what is the future. I don't know. Step by step. Right now, I have to go to Kolkata, and we will see.
Definitely, and with India, especially, you have been involved in the youth football or the youth setup a lot. How is the grassroots? You come from a place where I had been to Barcelona, and the amount of grassroots games that happen, in a day is a lot. You have a lot. How is grassroots football in India in your experience?
Needs to grow too much. It's a question of to involve everyone. To have all the governments of all the states investing more in grassroots, investing in facilities, investing in helping the federations of each state, helping the All Indian Football Federation as well, because the lack of good facilities and the lack of proper championship, a long championship when the players can develop the activity continuously is the essence to have a good grassroots project. And I think that is the main step the All Indian Federation and the Federation of each state has to do as soon as possible.
Of course, but when you first arrived, you arrived at Arsenal in India, I think so. And how has it been from when you arrived till now? Is there any development according to you in your experience?
Yes, but little by little. Of course, in 6 years, the grassroots project and the youth academies, and also the support of Indian Super League with the the obligation of all the teams of Indian Super League to create a grassroots project has helped too much, but it's necessary to carry on the same way. And as I told you before, to invest more and more and more, basically in facilities and developing proper championships.
Do you, in your like right now, I think it is mandatory for teams to have the youth setup. But in your opinion, like, do you think like that is being followed, or do you think like it should be enforced? Like even every team, like be it ILeague or ISL, they should have a youth setup. And do you think there should be like a baby league, like an ISL, which should probably will give them more exposure, like something like how you have the next gen leagues in Europe, like, or the Champions League for the youth. Do you think like that would be beneficial, like in Asia as well? Like you have the
Yeah,
AFC, maybe Youth Champions League or something. Do you think that should be implemented or thought about?
yeah, definitely is the sense of having a good grassroots project and a good development of the players from the youth ages is to have a proper championship, to give the players the opportunity of playing every week. If not, it's working without a target. You know what I mean? And you have to evaluate the development of the players with a continuous exams, and those exams are the matches every week. And only doing that, the progression can be good, because if not, you won't be able to know exactly which is the level of the players and of the teams in each stage, in each level.
Of course, and like getting back to the bigger, the bigger age group, and like you have been involved in ILeague as well as ISL in various capacities with various clubs. How has the experience been? Like with ILeague and the ISL, what is the major difference you found?
Uh, the ISL teams are more. I'm not saying this disrespecting the I-League, not at all. But the professionalism structure of ISL is bigger than the professionalism structure in I-League. I mean, it's the main difference. The facilities, the resources that the owners and the people of ISL are investing right now in the teams of Indian Super League is bigger than the resources and the investment that I-League teams are investing. So that means better facilities, that means better staffs, not better staffs because of the quality, because of the number of members of the staff. And I think about the difference is that the professionalism is bigger in the ISL, but without respecting I-League.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I get, like, maybe just because of the amount of funds that is being invested there, I think that makes a major change for them.
Definitely, yeah.
And like and maybe like maybe with time, even I think the plan is to merge both the leagues, so probably it will even out eventually, like you'll see it all throughout.
Yes, I think so.
And then like you have been in India for quite a while, and I think like when you arrived, maybe ISL had just started, or maybe it didn't even start. I don't even know, like maybe it started or it didn't start, whatever. But whatever, it was very new. How has football changed from when you came in India till now? How has it changed, the landscape?
And overall,
Yeah, overall.
or
Like
overall,
you can say all, actually, what you feel.
yeah. No, the influence of India Super League and all the European coaches or foreign coaches, basically European from UK, from Spain, a lot of coaches arriving to India and helping not only in but also in the academies or the grassroots projects of ISL teams. And in my case, I as a youth development director, also in Bhopal and in Shillong, working also with the structure of the youth guys, has helped too much to open the minds, to open the vision of the football of the Indian people. And of course, has improved too much in these last 5 years.
Of course,
The influence,
yeah,
basically,
yeah,
the
yeah.
influence of the are arriving to India.
Definitely. And do you think like it's a positive influence that you're seeing, like with the people coming?
Yeah, for sure. Because all the knowledge, background, experience of the people are coming from abroad are helping to the Indian coaches and Indian footballers to grow and to know more and to have new knowledges, new information that is very useful for the development of the football in India. Because one of the main things I've seen when I arrived in 2014 in India was the lack of those knowledges that we were developing for a long time before going to India. Now, luckily for everyone in India, all the coaches and clubs are starting working also with those methodologies that are very, very useful and for sure will help the development of the football in India.
Of course, and you spoke about how people, like especially from Europe, are coming, and that's creating a positive influence. But more and more, we see only Spanish, like coaches and players coming in abundance. Like they even said
Yeah.
that they'll name it Indian Spanish League or something. The ISL. Why are so many Spanish people or Spanish players and like coaches coming in? Like, what is the reason, in your opinion?
Because we are the best. No, seriously, I think it's because of our behavior. We are an open people. We are people that we can share everything with everyone without any problem. We are open mentality, and I think that is very, very important to share knowledges and to have a professional relationship like coaches and players or players with other players. Because if people with other character, other temperament, like for example, North European guys, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, they are very close people. However, in our case, we haven't any problem to share, even with the problem of the language, because not all the Spanish coaches are arriving in India are having a good fluence in the English language. There is no problem for us to share everything. I think about the number of Spanish people in India can be, and also our philosophy of football, our football style, football methodology, football idea we have. Maybe it's people from India like too much how we see the activity.
Do you think like because maybe Spain as a whole and Barcelona are very successful, that's why people are getting more Spanish people? And do you think that will change maybe if like German national team is having success and even Bayern Munich is having success? Do you think that is a cycle? Maybe now people will go for German coaches. Do you think it's a cycle?
Maybe, who knows? Maybe, yes. Now, Bayern Munich is performing unbelievable. The match of yesterday, for example, Bayern Munich in Champions League has been amazing. And also Klopp with Liverpool is doing also an amazing work. And also he's from Germany. So maybe in the next years, the thing changes and all the coaches will arrive to India will be from Germany. I don't know.
Of course, I knew like that. Let's see what happens. And then I wanted to ask, like, you have been in India for a while. How's India? Like, how do you see India? Like the climate, I mean, it's very different from what you have in Spain. Like how is it?
Yeah.
Like in your experience?
I've been in many places of India right now. I started in Pune, after Chandigarh, after Bhopal. The last experience was in Ceylon. Also, I was in Goa, Kerala, Bangalore, so Delhi, Kolkata. So it's like a continent itself. You've got everything in the same country. But obviously, in Pune, the weather was very hot. Also in Bhopal, if you compare with Shillong, for example, Shillong the weather is very, very similar to in my place. Raining, green, humid, and the experience as of now has been very good. The best for me of all the experiences I had was the last contract with Ceylon Lion, because of, as I told you, the weather, scenery is very similar to Gijón, and also the people were very friendly with me since the first moment. So um, maybe Ceylon was the best, but in the other places, the experience was also very good because I'm repeating and again and again and again. I'm coming back to India, so it's because I feel good.
I want like since like with Shillong, one of the posts that you held was academy manager. You were once an academy
Yeah,
manager, and it's like you come from a place where probably their children would want their parents would want the children to be footballers, but in India it's not that case. So
yeah.
how difficult is it for you? You know, like maybe if you want some talent, but their parents are not letting them. That might be very normal. Did you face anything like that?
Yeah, in Pune, when we started with the SC Pune City Academy, we had that problem many times. There were very talented players, and we had every week we had problems with the people coming for the practices because of the parents. They didn't understand uh, to improve. It's essential to work every day, and because of the exams, because of the family meetings, the players didn't come regularly in the first months. So that was a big problem. No problem because I had to fight, but it was a problem because I had to explain to all the parents the situation was very good because they were in a good project with FC Pune City and they had a great opportunity to grow as football players, but they didn't understand. However, in Shillong was the opposite. We had to stop the parents because they were asking more and more and more. I want my player, my son growing, playing, training, and the mentality is completely different about football in Shillong than in the rest of the places I was.
Definitely, and you know, like I wanted to ask you, like as a coach, like which you are now, you're coming back to India as a head coach, and like how do you like your team to play? Ideally, like what is the philosophy, playing philosophy?
High intensity with the ball and without the ball. I like to see the players fighting when they have on the ball and playing very fast when they got the ball. That's why I like to match in this moment Bayern Munich or Liverpool because that is the football I would like to see on the field every match. Also with a good treatment of the ball as all the Spanish or the football Spanish idea we have in the last 15 years. Good treatment on the ball on the field, but good fast movement the ball among the players, in positions from the defense to the attack, and also from the attack to the defense, working together, very compact, high intensity. Don't let the opponent to breathe in any moment when the team is defending and when the team is attacking. I like the high intensity because my temperament is also I've got an intense character. I'm a passionate guy, so I transferred that to the football I like to see on the field.
Of course, I want to ask you, like maybe your this is a philosophy which is very good, and probably this will be easier to implement in a place like Shillong because the weather helps, or somewhere like Pune. Maybe this is difficult to implement. Do you think it's some?
Yeah,
Do you think you have to adjust your philosophy in India according to the places you are?
yeah. The players are very clever, very clever, and the players can fit to any situation if they feel that situation will help them to grow. They are very clever. If something is not good for them, they will refuse, not directly, but they will work to avoid. However, when the players see doing the work will help them to grow, not personal, not only professionally, also personally, they will accept everything. In the 4 places I was before, I reached this, or I could convince with the work to the players to be involved in this football idea, football philosophy, and I'm completely convinced, 100%, in Kolkata will be the same.
Definitely, and you know, I want to ask you, like, if of course this depends. This question depends on a lot of stuff, like the players you have and everything. But ideally, what formation do you like playing?
Uh, I agree 100% with you. According to the players, I fit my formation It's essential. You cannot force the players to play in a formation or with a football style if they haven't the essence to develop the football you've got in your mind. The good coach is capable to fit out to the situation, to the players, to the environment. The coach will find. According to that, my formation will be always or is always changing to the characteristics of the players. But basically, I like to play with three midfielders: two defensive midfielder, one offensive midfielder, so one defensive midfielder, and two offensive midfielder. That is any formation, but with three midfielders. I think playing with three midfielders, the balance of the team will be always, or the coach will keep always the team with a good balance. With 1-4-3, 2-1, with 1-4-2-1, but always with three midfielders.
Of course, and since you have been here for a while and you would have seen a lot of coaches, what is the most common formation that is used in India, in your opinion?
Indian is 1-4-4-2. That's it. I don't know why the Indian coaches are always using 1-4-4-2. I don't know. Now they are changing a little bit because of the influence, as I told you before, the influence of the European or the foreigner coaches. They are changing. And in Shillong, for example, last year, few teams played with 1-4-3-3 or 1-4-2-3-1, changing a little bit. But till the moment I arrived in Shillong, and also what I could see in ILeague second division, also when I was there, 1-4-4-2 was the main system, the main formation they developing on the field.
Of course, and suppose if you are facing a team who is playing 4-4-2, which is the most common, like you said, how would you play against that team?
With three midfielders and different variants to beat the other formation, but always with three midfielders. The situation of the midfielders can change with one defensive or two defensive midfielders, but always with the wingers closer or more spread, but always with three midfielders. It's a question of not only changing the formation. It's with the formation I like to. With three midfielders, adapting the other players to beat the other.
And in your three midfielders that you like playing, which is the most important midfielder according to you? Which role?
The defensive midfielder must be a player with a great vision to know exactly how the own players are, where the opponents are, to check out the spaces, to cover perfectly, to make a coverage always to the other players, and to help, to support also the defenders. Being aggressive, because Sergio Busquets, for example, is the example of the good defensive midfielders, always checking out, covering a lot of area, supporting the players, being aggressive in the tackles in one-on-one. And when he's got the ball, release the ball as soon as possible to the player in the better position. And the offensive midfielders, I will be very, very simple. Iniesta and Xavi. You see, Iniesta and Xavi for me are the offensive midfielders, the best all over the world. So the game they developed on the field. When I had the luck of watching live Iniesta and Xavi many times here in Spain, and it was amazing experience to see them live from the field playing. It was amazing.
Of course, and I'll move on from the tactical side. I wanted to ask you, do you have any coach or coaches from whom you are influenced, or from whom you look up to?
Yeah, here Johan Cruyff influenced a full generation here in Spain when he arrived as football coach in Football Club Barcelona in 1999, and he changed the vision of football we had. So all the coaches were working with the same idea, same philosophy as Johan Cruyff, influenced me too much. Now Guardiola, I had always, or I've got always in front of me when I setting up everything. But now, right now, lately, of a European club is also for me is amazing. But everything started with Johan Cruyff.
Of course, and we're getting to the end, and I'll ask you last few questions. And you have traveled far and wide in regards to football. What is the most bizarre experience that you ever experienced?
I think was the travel from Chandigarh to Mumbai by train with the under 17 team when we played the final round of Hero ILeague in Mumbai. The travel with the team, because I had the option of flying or traveling with the team by train. I said no, if the players will go by train, I have to be an example for them, and I will travel with them. But I didn't know the time from Chandigarh to Mumbai were going to be 40 hours. So it was 40 in the same coach, many people going in, going out for those 2 days, and seeing the experience of or the experience of living with those people in a train coach for that time was very impacted me too much.
Of course, and in your short career as a manager or being involved in football management, if you had to choose one moment which stands out the most, which one would that be?
Sorry, repeat me, please.
The If you had to choose one moment from your career, the most proud moment till now,
Okay,
which one
okay.
would that be?
Yeah, it has. I want to tell you, it has been short in India, but in Spain, I've been for 24 years before going to India, football coach as well. So one of them, one of the most or the proudest moment was in 2001 when I was in that moment with an under 14 team, and we were the champions in a national tournament, and was my first big award as football coach. So that was amazing. But also in India, when as I told you now, when we won the Hero ILeague in Mumbai with the under 17 team of Minerva Punjab, and after because we were the champions, All India Football Federation invited us to play against the under 17 World Cup team in Goa in the preparation of the World Cup in March of 2017, and we beat the national team, and also was a big moment for me as well. And lately, the triumphs in Shillong with Shillong Lion in Shillong Premier League and Meghalaya State League. So few of them.
Of course, and you said like you started your coaching in 2001, so that's 19 years back, and you are around 29. From what time? From what age have you been coaching?
I started in November of 1990. My first experience as football coach started in 1990.
So that's nine. You're 18 years old. 18, 19.
18 years old. After finishing my last year in the youth team I was playing for, a close friend of me asked me if I could help him with an under 8 or under 9. I don't remember exactly. I think under 18 as assistant coach, and I said yes, why not? And I started. I felt very good sensations since the first moment I started working with the players, and little by little, now I'm here.
Wow, that's quite a long while back. I mean, like,
Yeah,
oh, if you started 18, now you're around close to 50. So it's minimum of around 30 years that you have been coaching.
30 years. Right now I'm 48, so 30
Wow.
years as football coach. Yeah.
So how has it been like till now in your like your journey?
How is?
How has your journey been like in coaching, like from starting at 18 till now you're 48? How has your coaching career been till now? Like,
Oof, I think has been fantastic. It's working as a football coach. coaching players, being involved with a football team is when I feel really, or I feel the self-fulfillment. I think I was born to be a football coach because when I'm working with a team, I feel very good things all time. So in all this time, obviously in 30 years, I had the option of working in different things at the same time, always a football coach, because only my contracts here in in Spain, whereas not full-time football coach, so I had to combine the activity as football coach with other activities, and only when I'm working with a team is when I feel that I'm doing something useful for everyone and also for me. So in all this time, I realized I have to be a football coach.
Of course. So we'll wrap it up with one final question. Like you have so much experience under your belt. You're so young in terms of a coach, but you still have so much experience. If you had to give a piece of advice to a young coach who's just starting out, what advice would you give that coach?
To work very hard every day. Every day is a chance to get better. Training every day. I'm doing the same. I think everyone can get better, and I'm trying to get better every day. For me, there is no limit. And only working hard and putting passion in the work is possible to reach other things that will affect the career of a coach. But working hard with passion, committed, and loving is every day. That's the way.
Of course, and like on that note, Jose, thank you so much for talking to me, giving your precious time to talk to us, and I hope you all the best for your future endeavors in the I-League, and hope you can win that maybe, probably, and we can talk in soon. Thank you once again. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Player-wise, it would have to be Steven Gerrard, just because again, before he became a journalist, he was someone I just admired massively in terms of the absolute complete footballer. I think if you were trying to make a footballer in a factory, it would be Steven Gerrard, someone who, I think JB Carragher summed it up best once when he said, Steven Gerrard's biggest strength is he doesn't have any weaknesses.
The stadium. I don't see really need to do that, mainly such a big spending. But it's true that it would be a fantastic stadium. That's not bad, but you have to be careful. And mainly at this moment when we are going to face a very difficult time.